Hello, Westford. The school committee resumed its bi-weekly meetings now that school has started. Selectmen approved commissioning a schematic design for 63 Main Street, and Shri Swamiji paid a visit to the WestfordCAT studio while visiting here in the States from southern India. I'm WestfordCAT board member Tracy Tebro and a guest host for this week's show. WestfordCAT News is next. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to our free daily newsletter with all the latest Westford news delivered to your inbox. Just visit westfordcatnews.org and click on the red subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. School committee members voted unanimously on August 27th in favor of the town investigating the purchase of 63 Main Street for the purpose of relocating the school administrative offices there. The historic 63 Main Street house was the scene of an attic fire in March 2016. At one time, the residence of Elizabeth Adams and her family, the house has remained vacant since the fire. Town officials are exploring whether to purchase it, and Superintendent Bill Olson and Assistant Superintendent Kerry Cleary mapped a plan for the school department's use of it. Here's Cleary.
The superintendent and I have been working closely with Kirk Ware from the Westford Permanent Town Building Committee, and we had come up with a very specific list of all of the rooms and storage and closets that we would need. So tomorrow they will be reviewing the final list that we gave them, which is roughly between 15,000 and 19,000 square feet. That's what we determined the need was. So I think that what they would be looking for from you is just sort of a blessing of support to move forward with the conversation if that's where the committee feels as though would be an appropriate spot for central office. I think people, the town manager, along with the superintendent and myself, were thinking because it's in the center of town and so close to town hall, it seems like it would make sense to us. But it would be great if we could just have a nod of your support as well that we could bring to them.
In other school news, Superintendent Bill Olson reported on a public safety mock evacuation drill held on August 15th and attended by about 40 members of the school department's leadership team. Here he is describing the experience.
For the public, just to explain again that on August 15th, members of our administration, the entire leadership team, about 42 people, plus many of you participated in a mock evacuation. We talked about the ALICE protocols. We evacuated to a particular site, which we refer to as a rally site. We talked about what would happen in terms of supervisions of students and the process of bringing those students to a different site called the evacuation site. We went to the evacuation site also, and we reviewed with the administrators the process of checking in students, of organizing students. It can be very chaotic, but we want students organized by grade level within a particular evacuation site. We have orange notebooks with student emergency contact information by teacher, and also in by alphabetical order, so that and those binders, those swearing binders, are located at an evacuation site, so that there can be some sort of orderly attendance taken and an orderly dismissal.
Arthur Benoit was absent from the meeting. Watch the entire school committee meeting at westfordcat.org. Accompanied by Kirk Ware of the Permanent Town Building Committee, Cleary and Olson appeared before selectmen on Tuesday, August 28th, seeking support for housing the school administrative offices at 63 Main Street.
So we were tasked with trying to ascertain what the needs would be if we were to do a new building or a permanent building for the school administration. And so I went down and met with Kerry and Bill and Kathy, and we went through the existing layout and got a sense of who the people are, how many people are there, what the spaces are, how they're being used today. Kerry volunteered to sort of take the bull by the horns and come up with the chart, which I believe you've been supplied with, which gives a detailed summary of the specific people who are involved and what their needs are in terms of square footage and who the titles of the different people in different categories. In sum, the exercise seems to indicate that a building that would meet the needs of the school would fit comfortably on that site with adequate parking, and you know, my instinct is we could get extra parking beyond that.
Selectman Andrea Perriner-Sweet was absent from the meeting, and Selectman Tom Clay participated remotely. To watch the entire Selectmen's meeting, visit WestfordCAT.org. The installation of 3 additional faux brick crosswalks in the town center to match 2 existing ones have been an ongoing topic of discussion for members of the Commission on Disability. The commissioners have opted to not comment on the crosswalks and voted to allow the construction to proceed as planned. Here's Chairman Kate Fanoff, followed by member Marguerite Sabatino, spelling out the Commission's position.
The road work repair is proceeding along, and I didn't see that they've completed the work because they still have to have, if you go downtown, it's missing all this, even the striping for the continental striped ones in front of Town Hall, right in front of Town Hall, is not there yet.
It's in process.
It's exactly, it's all in process. And as we discussed at our early meeting, we don't have any official comments to proceed with that now, but may wish to comment in some future time about changing to continental style striping.
Yeah, that's
presumably when the, yes.
Correct. Our official position on this is the COD has no comment.
No
And
comment.
and we had voted, if I recall from the minutes from the June minutes, that we had voted to allow the construction to proceed as planned.
Yes, because it was already in place.
Correct.
And it was a late date to be making any changes. And so we voted on option 3, which was to make no comment at the present time, with the thought that in the future, as part of a package of recommendations, we may include the recommendation to when the striping, the parallel transverse striping needs to be replaced, they consider that it be done with continental striping over the fake brick surface as well.
So we may.
This time we have.
But not at this time, we're not making the comment now.
Okay, so at this time we have no comment, but we reserve the right to advise and comment on replacement as necessary.
The new crosswalks are part of the Common Restoration Committee's efforts to maintain a historic authenticity to the town center. To watch the entire Disability Commission meeting, visit westfordcat.org. The spiritual humanist, His Holiness Shri Vishwayogi Vishwamji Maharaj of Guntur in southern India, paid a visit to the WestfordCAT studio on August 27th to share his philosophy that the underlying principles and values of all religions are the same. Shri Vishwamji preaches that truthfulness, good character, purity of heart, unity, sharing, and service will help us build bridges of understanding among different religions and cultures. Here he is sharing his thoughts.
And everyone here also wants to know
Swami, what is your mission? What is your heart beating? What do you want to tell the people of the world? So, are there, we are seeing so many religions and so many paths to reach the God. Is there so many gods? I thought and thought and thought. I did penance severely for 21 years. 21 years. I read and followed, I read Bible and followed the principles of Jesus Christ for 12 years. And in the same way, I followed the principles of all religions. Lastly, I came to know God is only one.
Seated next to devotee Anna Gunturi, Vishwa Yogi led a prayer as the show came to an end.
One we are. One we are. We are all one.
We are all one.
One we are.
One we are.
We are all one.
We are all one.
One family.
One family.
Only one family.
Only one family.
We are all only one family.
We are all only one family.
I, you, he, she.
I, you, he, she.
This and that and all.
This and that and all.
We are all universal family.
We are all universal family.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the nation may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the language may be.
Whatever the language may be.
We are all human beings.
To watch the entire Main Street show with host Joyce Polino Crane, visit westfordcat.org. We have sad news to report today. The boy who inspired an annual Westford-based motorcycle ride fundraiser passed away on August 25th, according to an obituary posted by J.A. Healy Sons Funeral Home of Westford. Tyler Ricard died at age 24 after a long battle with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Each summer, hundreds of motorcyclists would arrive in Westford to ride a loop through Peterborough, New Hampshire, and Brookline, New Hampshire, where Ricard lived, ending back in Westford, where his extended family lives. The ride honored Ricard, who was wheelchair-bound for much of his life. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a progressive disease that breaks down the body's muscles and causes weakness. According to his obituary, Ricard died surrounded by those he loved. A funeral service was scheduled to take place this week, and Ricard was to be interred at the Pine Grove Cemetery in Brookline, New Hampshire. Peanut, an 8-year-old Dachshund Chihuahua mix, is available at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's production coordinator Patty Stalker with more.
The Clear the Shelters event in mid-August was a huge success at the Lowell Humane Society, where dozens of pets found new homes. However, there are some new lovables available now for adoption, like this little Dachshund Chihuahua mix named Peanut. Here's Marketing and Fundraising Manager Crystal Arnott with more.
So this is Peanut. She is an 8-year-old Dachshund Chihuahua mix. She's very sweet. She has recently lost some weight. She came into us a little overweight, and we worked really hard on slimming her down, and she's really slimmed down to a nicer weight now. She's been with us for a little while, just kind of waiting while we monitor some medical issues. She had some skin issues going on, but those are clearing up, and soon she'll have a dental and she'll be ready to go to her new home. She's very, very sweet, very outgoing. She loves people. She'll probably do best in a home with older kids just because she's a little bit sensitive when being pet and handled. But older kids who are dog savvy would be a great match with her. She also can go home with a dog if it's the right match. And she could even go home with cats if they are dog savvy. She does like to play and she loves treats. She's very sweet. She likes to give kisses. She just really loves to be around people. And even though she's got these tiny little legs, she likes to go for walks.
If you're interested in adopting Peanut or any of the other pets looking for a new home at the Lowell Humane Society, or if you'd like to learn more about how to volunteer, donate, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, visit their website at lowellhumanesociety.org. They're located at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.
Here's Rekha Sharma with a health tip on Bringraj.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about Bringraj. It is also known as Eclipta alba. Bringraj is known as the king of hair in Ayurveda. It prevents premature graying and hair loss. It also reduces migraines and headaches. Bringraj oil can be applied to the scalp as it helps to fight fungal infections and headaches. Bringraj powder paste can also be applied to the affected areas for alopecia and eczema. It reduces bronchitis and breathing problems. It can also be used in aromatherapy and joint pains for local application. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before applying. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
The past week was a sizzler. Let's see whether drier air is on its way. Here's Westford Marketing Outreach Director Sarah Fletcher with suggestions for things to do in the area.
Thanks, Tracy. The 38th Banjo and Fiddle Contest takes place on Saturday, September 8th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Boarding House Park in Lowell. The event is free for contestants and fans, so bring a lawn chair and a picnic, a banjo or a fiddle, and join the fun. The day begins with free workshops. Jam sessions come next, and there are kids' activities too. The day ends with the Banjo and Fiddle Contest. For more information, visit lowellsummermusic.org. Author Beth Logan will present How Tax Reform Will Affect Small Businesses on September 8th at 10 a.m. at the Fletcher Library. Logan will discuss Section 199A, the new tax law. This program is designed for small business owners and is sponsored by the Westford Job Seekers Network, which meets in the library on Wednesdays from 2 to 4:30 p.m. For more information, please contact Dina Canabar by calling her at 978-399-2308 or by emailing her at dcanabar@westfordma.gov. Open rehearsals take place for the Westford Chorus on September 4th and 11th. New members from Westford and surrounding communities are welcome. No auditions are required. Rehearsals are held on Tuesday evenings from 7:15 to 9:30 p.m. at the Parish Center for the Arts. The concert year runs from September through May and is split into a winter and spring concert season. Prospective members are welcome to any or all of the first 3 rehearsals of the new season. For more information, visit westfordchorus.org. I'm Sarah Fletcher, WestfordCAT's Marketing Outreach Manager. Back to you, Tracy.
That's it for now, Westford. We leave you with footage of the Middlesex County 4-H Fair.